I wish I knew this before I went wedding dress shopping. Hi guys, welcome back. What was this? Hi guys, you guys didn't see that. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to make this chill, like, bridal informative video all about wedding dresses and what I wish I knew before I went wedding dress shopping and what tips were given to me and just like everything. Like, I just want to give you guys everything because I did walk away from wedding dress shopping saying I wish I knew this before I went, and that is exactly why I'm making this video. I want to say first and foremost, because it's bugging me, don't mind my broken mirror, okay? It's broken, it's just there, okay? So let's just don't mind that, it's gone. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys everything, literally everything. I'm not going to hold anything back. Everything about wedding dress shopping, everything that I think you should know that is very important. And I think I'm going to limit this to like 5 tips, okay? But if I keep going on, sorry, but 5 tips. So first and foremost, let's begin. Don't forget to subscribe. First and foremost, finances. And I know this sounds like, duh, Jocelyn, like I know finances needs to be an important thing. But you need to know exactly how much your budget is and if your budget is including your alterations or not, okay? So alterations is another cost, unless you find a dress that literally fits you like a glove, but alterations is another cost. So if you have a $2,500 budget, is that including alterations or is that not including alterations? You need to figure that out because you don't want to be me. So I will explain that a little bit later when I get into alterations, but you don't want to be me. So figure out finances, whether or not your budget is for your dress and your alterations or just your dress, and be firm on that. When you go to your bridal boutique, you need to be firm with the consultant that's going to be with you and let them know that, hey, I have $2,500 to work with. I don't want to go anymore. Even if there's a dress that I really love, don't bring it to me because taxes and everything, and they go up. You have to think about taxes too. So just know, like, you need to be firm with your budget. That's if you are working on a tighter budget. Now if you have a range of budget, then that goes out the window for you. Another thing for finances is to also know who's paying for the dress. So I know sometimes dresses are gifted by the mom, by the father, by the in-laws, by whoever. So just know who's gonna pay for it before you get to the bridal boutique, and that way you're not there saying, Mom, I thought you were paying for it, and then mom thinks that you have the money. So make sure you know exactly who's gonna be paying for it, or if they're not gonna be there, make sure that they send you with money. Duh, I think that's just kind of common sense. So another thing for budgeting is to also call the places that you will be going to and asking them, if I say yes to the dress, how much do I need to pay down? Now, if you have the full amount of money to pay for the wedding dress and you're going to pay right there and then good for you. But I know there are some people that do payments. And so if you're going to do payments, you need to call them and you need to ask them whether you have to put the full amount down or you have to put 0.5% or 50% of it. If you need to put 25%, whatever it is, you need to ask them how much you're able to put down. So for example, I've been to 3 different bridal boutiques or bridal shops. First one was Bella Esposa, which is located in Rancho Cucamonga, a very well-known bridal shop, and that one you need 50% to go home with it. So I had fallen in love with the dress there. I was ready to say yes to it, but my budget did not. I had like 25% of the dress. I did not have 50%. I thought that they had credit card systems like David's Bridal. They did not. So that was one thing that did hurt me because I couldn't say yes to the dress there. And I didn't end up going back to it because they were giving me like a discount. So it was in my budget, but because of the discount for first time comers. So if I went back, it had went up a couple $100. So it wasn't going to be in my budget. When I went to David's Bridal, you paid whatever you put down and then they had you apply for a credit card. And upon approval, you were able to pay for the whole dress with the credit card and you paid off the credit card. And then for the last bridal shop that I went to and where I did get my wedding dress from, which is Illusion Bridal Shop or Bridal Salon, one of those. I will have them all down below. This place is so beautiful, it's so cute, and it's located in Whittier, California. That's where I said yes to the dress to. And they actually just said you're able to put down whatever you want right now, but they didn't order your dress until 50% of it was paid. So I had put down a couple $100, and then I had came back the next week, paid the rest, and they ordered my dress for me. So that was amazing. And then so yeah, so just make sure you know all of that before you head to the bridal boutique. When you're at the bridal shop, or when you're gonna go to the bridal shop, make sure you have a limit. So this is like tip number 2. Limit yourself to a couple of people coming with you. More people coming, the more opinions you are going to have, and it's going to be a lot harder to say yes to the dress, because grandma's going to like this, but Tia's not going to like this, and then your bridesmaid is going to love that, and it's going to get all into your head. Even though it's whatever you decide, trust me that opinions of others will get into your head, especially when it comes down to your wedding dress, because you want to make sure that everyone's in love with it, to like kind of like reinsure that you are so in love with it, if that makes sense. I'm going to pause right here because this battery is dying, so we're going to charge it for a little bit. Tip number 3 is your undergarments for when you go wedding dress shopping, and just kind of like what you take to go wedding dress shopping. So if you are planning on wearing shapewear, if you want to bring in your waist a little bit, or if you're planning on wearing anything like that, to wear that when you go wedding dress shopping as well. And to not really rely on a bra. So if I'm being very honest, a lot of the wedding dresses, or I'm gonna say actually all of them, have built-in padding. So more than likely your consultant is gonna tell you to not wear a bra, but it's up to your choosing. So I would just say don't feel like you need to go and take a right bra for it. You're more than likely gonna have to take it off, because your wedding dress consultant does tell you like there's padding within your wedding dresses. Tip number 4 is for a bride on the budget. If you are on a bride on a budget and you literally have like not even $1,000 to spend, and you just have a couple $100s to spend on a wedding dress, they need to fix their brakes. They need to go fix their brakes. If you only have a little bit of a budget to spend on a wedding dress, like less than $1,000, check out online stores. Purchase like whatever you need to purchase. Know that there's return policies, so you can always return them. But Windsor has a really great bridal line. If I was having a like smaller backyard wedding, or like if Gabriel and I were gonna go and elope, I would definitely have purchased my dress from Windsor. They have dresses from like $100 to like $200, and then Asos has like $300 dresses. Like there's different price points. But definitely shop online for wedding dresses if you have a very tight budget, or you don't have a really big budget to work with. Along with wedding veils, I know wedding veils can get very pricey, and I think this is tip number like 5, this whole thing, but wedding veils can get really pricey. And if you want just kind of like a plain wedding veil, I personally got mine off of Amazon. It's just a ivory cathedral veil. There's no lace details, no shimmer, it's just literally a veil, a 1-tier veil, and that was like $17 on Amazon. So Amazon has really great prices for veils. I know little boutiques carry veils, but they can vary. So there was a veil that I had tried on at the boutique that I said yes to the dress at, and it was like $800, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm not spending this much money on a wedding veil. So yeah, always look online depending on what you want for wedding veils. If you're okay with going with something plain, definitely choose Amazon. There's like less than $20 for a wedding veil, and that's for cathedral. So even if you don't want a cathedral and you want like a short one, you can definitely find all of that on Amazon. Another tip I have for you for when you go wedding dress shopping is to try on every silhouette of a dress. Even though you go in mind with Pinterest photos and I saw this dress and I want this dress and this is what I want and that's it, try on every silhouette. It looks different on the hanger than it does on your own body. So make sure that you try on every single silhouette. And last but not least is alterations. So, oh. Hi, Mama. Hi. In the beginning of this video, I did mention to you guys to figure out whether your budget is going to include alterations or not. But I want to highly I wish I knew this before I went wedding dress shopping. So if you have to take away anything from this video, I think it would be alterations. Different types of materials of dresses cost differently for alterations. Some people may not know that because I didn't know that. If I'm being very honest, I didn't think about that. So my dress has detail like lace and beading going all the way down to the ground. and the tail. Everything has detail, lace, and beading, okay? So it's like all this. And because of that, just to hem my dress, I'm a short girl, I'm 4'11", I definitely needed to get it hemmed, $250. I thought for everything I was going to do for my alterations was going to be like $300 or less. I thought, like, you know, the sleeves, bring them in and everything, like I just thought everything was going to cost like $300. But no, just to cut it on the bottom. Because this is what I want to get to the point of for alterations is, if you don't have a big budget for alterations or just for a wedding dress in general, go with a dress that has one fabric, one type of fabric. So I know the bridal specialist at my boutique did tell me that like tulle is the cheapest. So all they have to do is just cut it and that's it. So I think that was costing them like $100 just to do that. But the more details all the way down to hem is more expensive, because for me, for example, she needs to cut out the lace, she needs to trim the dress, then she needs to reattach the entire lace all back onto it. So it's a lot more work for them to do, so that's why it's a lot more expensive. A lot more, I don't think that's correct, right? Like speaking, I don't think that's correct. It's a lot more expensive. Why does that sound weird? So if you don't have a big budget for alterations, please consider getting a dress that doesn't have so much detailing on the bottom. So my dress also has lace detailing all in the sleeves, lace detailing everywhere. So wherever they have to cut and bring in, they need to detach the lace, reattach the lace. So I'm actually paying about $500 for my alterations, way more than what I expected. I came home a little concerned. I was like, wow, I did not think I was gonna have to pay $500 for that, especially because Gabriel and I are also establishing a home, and so every dollar that doesn't go to the wedding goes to our house, and that's just one thing that caught me by surprise. So just know, you can also talk to the consultant that you are with, but if you can get a dress that, at least for the hemming part on the very bottom, is like a one-layered, a one fabric, that is going to be cheapest. So yeah, I actually made a TikTok on that and it got like 1,000 views, and like, your girl, you know, like I'm not famous or anything, but like on TikTok, when I got 1,000 views, I was like shook. So yeah. Okay, so that is pretty much it for all of my tips for wedding dress shopping. If you have any questions, leave them down below. You know, I've gone to 3 different shops and I feel like I've had 3 different experiences, and good and bad. So please let me know if you guys have any questions. Write them down below. I will comment back to you. And don't forget to subscribe. We have so much wedding content, just so much moving in content. Like Gabriel and I move in next month. We're like, should I just show you? This whole side corner of my room is all filled with home gifts, and so it's like there's just so much that I have to offer for this channel right now in my life. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and then I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.